Section 1. The quiet power of the second step. Have you ever felt the rush of starting something new? The excitement of a fresh goal is a powerful force. You buy the new running shoes. You open the blank journal. You download the language app. Day 1 is filled with hope and bold declarations. But the real magic is not on day 1. It happens on day 2. This is the day that feels small. It feels simple. Yet, it is the most important day of all. Day 2 is the quiet, humble step that proves your commitment, the first echo of a new habit. It is where most people falter. The promise of a small change is often underestimated. Section 2. The illusion of grand beginnings. We live in a culture that glorifies the start, before and afters, and overnight success stories. This creates a powerful illusion that change must be big and fast to be meaningful. We set an impossibly high bar on day 1. We go hard, feel accomplished, and exhausted. Day 2 feels daunting. Life gets in the way. Motivation dips. We skip today and lose momentum. The problem is not willpower. It is the size of the step you are trying to take. Motivation comes and goes. You cannot rely on it. What you can rely on is a system. Day 2 is your first chance to engage the system, an action so small it is easier to do than to avoid. Section 3. The 6-minute breakthrough. One tiny action. Pick one tiny action you can do in 6 minutes or less. The smaller, the better. It should feel effortless. It is not about a major outcome today. It is about building consistency, laying the first brick. Make it concrete, a specific time and place. Anchor it to something you already do. The decision is already made. The cue happens, the action follows. Habits become automatic this way. Formula. When existing cue happens, I will do tiny action. It works for health, career, relationships, creativity. Identify the smallest step. Do not think the 100th, focus on the second. The journey continues when you take the second, then the third. To ensure success on day 2 and beyond, rely on 3 simple pillars. Pillar 1. Choose one incredibly small task. We overestimate a day, underestimate a year. Make it smaller than you think. Instead of read a chapter, read 1 page. Instead of go for a run, put on your shoes, then walk to the end of the street. Pillar 2. Link your tiny task to a solid cue. Waking, brushing, coffee, finishing lunch. Habit stacking. After I brush my teeth, I will do 2 push-ups. It removes ambiguity and decisions. Pillar 3. Celebrate immediately. A tiny win, a tiny dopamine spark. You want to do it again. Cue triggers action. Action is easy. Celebration reinforces. Each loop strengthens the habit and rewires your brain. Consider Mira, who dreamed of being a writer. She had notebooks and pens and books about writing, but rarely wrote. She set a tiny rule: open the notebook and write 1 line. She wrote, "The old house stood on a hill overlooking the sea." Day 2, novelty gone, doubts present. Sip coffee, open notebook, write a second sentence. Nice. 1 line every morning became 2, a paragraph, a page. On hard days, 1 line was enough. She never missed. Within a month, 30 pages. Within a year, a first draft. It began with 2 tiny steps, 1 line, then keeping the promise on day 2. The most immediate payoff is not the page or sentence. It is the quiet shift when you keep a promise to yourself. Each tiny action is a vote for your identity. Evidence builds. Self-trust grows. Success shifts from distant outcomes to taking the next small step, enjoying the process of growth. Day 3, day 4, beyond, tiny habits become automatic, part of who you are. Transformation happens quietly in the background, powered by hundreds of small decisions. Plan 1 tiny task, link it to a cue, decide your small celebration. Day 2 asks for 1 small promise. Keep it. do it again.